Hey, it's Tori, and welcome back to my channel. Well, we have made it. We have made it to the end of this journey. This collaboration between REN and the Skinner brothers has been something that I've been really looking forward to every single Thursday since they first announced it. I can't believe it's already been 6 weeks, and now that 66 Soul EP is out everywhere. We're going to be checking out the last track, which is called Pink Heineken. And what I've really adored about this journey and about these tracks are just how genre fluid they are. You never know what you're going to expect. I'm also curious to see where this story is going to end up. I thought it was going to be a full 24-hour circle moment, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be that way, seeing as now we're starting at 4:54 a.m. in the morning. Now, where we left off was at this house party, and REN had taken a woman up to the bedroom. So, yeah, without further ado, let's just dive right in, check this song out together.
Nah, Jack's on the west way. He fucked up his whole estate. You know he's never saying nothing, cause they keep it in his head till the day he died. It's like
17 seconds into this, and this already feels like a completely different vibe to the other tracks. The other tracks were kind of cheeky and full of fun, whereas this one, it definitely feels like that come down after a night like they've just had, but also after maybe something that's happened within a relationship or just something, because it's already setting the tone for this, for the emotion. I definitely feel the sadness, maybe a little bit of anger. I'm not sure, but it's definitely different. And I guess we're going for an early morning drive here to kind of blow away those cobwebs of the day we just experienced.
Nah, Jack's on the west way. He fucked up his whole estate. You know he's never saying nothing, cause they keep it in his head till the day he died. It's like I know I'm fucked up, but I never change. I've been bad and I'm still deranged. When I come out of the can, I got the fear and the dread. Quarter in the forecourt, not giving head. Now every fucking place I go, every duck cream crack, every watering hole, and then you left me for dead. I was deader than Zen in New Orleans.
I have so many goosebumps. That feeling of catching this person that you love with your whole entire being cheating on you with somebody else, and in that particular fashion, just, and how messed up you become after something like that. That basically you do feel like you've been left for dead. You've been left in this depressive pit, and you just sort of wallow in your own sadness for a while, or at least you hope to, just for a while. It depends, I guess, on what kind of personality you are, because there are those who do have addictive personalities and they turn to other substances, which I think that's what Pink Heineken is. So it makes sense for this song and the subject matter of this song turning to something to try and make you happy and pull you out of that, and then it just turns into this whole other thing. But oh, Zach, you're breaking my heart, my man. You're breaking my heart.
Quarter in the forecourt, not giving head. Now every fucking place I go, every duck cream crack, every watering hole, and then you left me for dead. I was deader than Zen in New Orleans. Forget about yesterday.
Ooh,
Just
that
hold my
good.
gaze and separate.
digging the chill but very sad vibe behind this in the instrumentation.
I'll bolt up the M-way 125 on a slip lane. Cause nothing adds to nothing when nothing's in your head. I hope the feeling's gone. It's like I'm always on top, but I'm never done. Holes in my shit, but it's never
That brass
sunk.
coming back
and
in.
I don't know how I do it, but I do it in my sleep. Fucked it, I don't think, just blink. But I always bring the soul along here, leather jacket, call it rock and roll. And I don't even mind, cause I ain't got the time to fuck about.
Oh my goodness. This song, it's on such a completely different level. And it truly feels like a calm down. Like, especially after the subject matter of being cheated on and coming down from that, and you just end up in this darkness because you never thought it would happen to you. You never thought this person would do that to you. And I really love the little nuances they've been adding in these tracks where they're talking on specific lyrics. Like he was talking about jetting up on the highway, on the motorway, sorry. Sorry. It's really hard for me sometimes because I'm British, but I've lived in America for like 13 years. So like they've got different words for different things. So I'm always like highway or motorway or like trash can or rubbish bin or things like that, you know? Tomato, tomato. But anyway, that's nothing to do with the reaction. But yeah, that little sound of the car speeding along, and they did it in the last track with the bugle playing, and it's just a really fun element that they add in that just really amps up the atmosphere behind the song. And this song is truly full of atmosphere, but the atmosphere is quite sad, it's quite depressive, it's quite, I don't know, I just want to reach through the screen and give them both a hug. Even though we haven't heard from REN just yet, but I feel like with his part coming up, it's gonna tear into my heart even more. But, and yeah, I really enjoy, I think she's called Megan from what I saw in the subtitles. Her voice is so smooth yet jazzy at the same time. It's got a really nice timbre to it. And that when she goes down into her lower register and dips it, oh, such a nice touch.
So long hair, leather jacket, call it rock and roll. And I don't even mind, cause I ain't got the time to
Loving
fuck
those
about.
Forget about yesterday. Just hold my gaze and separate. Truth hurts, but angels can see. The blue, green, and pink light
I watched the blood run red as an angel's breath brushed gentle down my side. I was left cold in my room to die. Clip my wings, now I can't fly. Tears and sorrow fill the spaces hollow. Blind men lead while the wise men follow. Sing for tomorrow, wait for the shade to pass. But the past holds on while the present goes fast. Won't last.
Oh, that line. That line of, what was it?
Shade to pass.
But the past holds on while the present goes fast. And that's so incredibly true. Especially when you are stuck in this dark, depressive state and the rest of the world just continues spinning. Like, it's not going to wait for nobody. It doesn't matter who you are, what level you're at. It don't care. It's just going to continue going on. And in all truth and honesty, at the end of the day, it is up to you personally to realize, one, that you need help if you do have an addiction, or if you're just so deep in this darkness that you don't see the light, and two, that you need to pull yourself out of it and that you need to get help. And I will always advocate for mental health struggles and issues on the channel. It is such an important thing to talk about, and it's such an important subject to broach, because a lot of us, when we are in that, we feel alone and we feel like nobody's going to relate, and we also don't want to dump our trauma onto somebody else because everybody has their own shit that they're going through. But trust me, like, your friends, your family, they would rather hear you out and listen to you and maybe offer some advice. It may not be the best advice, but they are there for you. Like, don't ever think that nobody is there, because they are, and they love you and they need you here in this world. You know, when people do pass from overdoses or other forms of that, of suicide, it's a domino effect. And while it may have ended your personal trauma and feelings, because now you're no longer here in this physical world, I don't know where we end up within the spiritual world. I don't know if there's a heaven, if there's a God. I don't know. I don't really have a belief system in that sort of sense, because there's too much out there to form an opinion on it, and nobody ever comes back and tells us. So until it actually happens, I don't know. Plus, I don't like thinking about it, because I also don't like the thought of it just ending and it going dark and then we're no longer here at all. But yeah, it's such a domino effect, because then your family, your close personal friends, you know, they're then left with that grief and that heavy weight of what if, what could they have done to help, what could they have done better. But, you know, sometimes people don't realize that you're feeling that way because you put on a face. You go out into the world and you act like nothing is wrong, and then you come home and it just all falls apart. And I've done that. I have been there. But there's also absolutely no shame in seeking professional help either, like from a therapist, a doctor, whoever. That's what they're there for. And there should not be this stigma attached to it. There shouldn't.
Wise men follow, sing for tomorrow, wait for the shade to pass. But the past holds on, but the present goes fast. Won't last, tick tick fade away. Time don't mind, don't ever wait for no one but death. The cause of no rest. When it's said, when it's done, guess I try my best. Yes, yes. I live like I died today, and if I die today, then I live like I died today. Myself made shallow brain. And when the time comes, I will die with a smile on my face.
Forget about yesterday. Just hold my gaze.
I have had like constant goosebumps through this whole song.
Truth hurts, but angels can see.
Those synths coming in. Ugh. The moment where the camera pans down into the car and you've got Ren in the passenger side and Zach in the driver's seat, and it feels like we're sitting in the middle between them both, I just kind of want to reach around and give them like both a tight squeeze. But that's just the empath in me. I truly do feel big feelings and emotions all of the time, and that's why music is very important to me. And I have had people comment on my reactions telling me they love how I truly feel it. And it takes a lot out of me to do these reactions. Like, my mental spoons just dissipate by the end of a filming session or just by the end of a live stream, because I truly do open myself up to everything. and let it come in and take over. And that's truly what this did. I really felt that sadness, that pain, that anguish, even the terror, that sadness. But then you had that little bit of hope from Ren at the end, saying that he lives for the day and he takes on the day. And if he does die that day, then he knows that he's lived his life to the fullest in that moment. And I think that's what we should be doing. I am not somebody who makes 5-10 year plans, because I could literally walk out of this door right now, out of my house, and not return. Life is not guaranteed. Tomorrow is not guaranteed either. And you have to live life in the moment. You have to take comfort and joy in these tiny little things, whether that's watching a comfort movie or just hanging out with your loved ones, celebrating yourself and the day. And I can't speak for people with addictions, because I've never partaken in drugs or smoked or anything like that. I was fortunate with my grandma on my mum's side. She passed away extremely young. I think she was in like her early 60s when I was I think I was primary school. So what, 10, 11 or so? And that woman would chain smoke like no other. I have never met anybody else who was quite as bad in their addiction as she was. She would panic if she had less than 500 cigarettes in the house. She would have a smoke going, but get halfway down that one, then like the next one ready to go, and just constant smoking. But then she was also an alcoholic, and by the end, her body was just so shriveled and so old. Even though she was only 63, she looked at least to be in her 90s. And she was just so skeletal, and that's what put me off both of those things. Did I go out and enjoy myself in my teens? Of course. Have these past music videos that we've gotten from Ren and the Skinner Brothers given me some nostalgia? Of course. But did I ever like take it too far and get myself addicted? I didn't. But that's because I don't really feel like I personally have an addictive personality. So again, I can't really talk on those experiences, and I'm not here to judge on people who do go through that, because in the end, most people tend to get help and they tend to try and get themselves out of it. But there's also those societal things that people go through, and just the system that fails them, so they end up in that. And it's not through choice of their own, it's just because that's what life has handed them in that moment, and it's just a shit situation all around. So yeah, and also with like weed and stuff like that. My brother had a friend in high school, and he was so dependent on smoking weed that like his eyes were always red, and he was so very paranoid all of the time. So that kind of put me off that. So I've been very fortunate in the situations of having people around me that I've seen go through this stuff, and that trauma that comes from that has now affected me not to go on and do that. So I'm thankful for those people. But at the same time, I know people out there don't have that, and they don't have that luxury. They also don't have the luxury of being raised in like a middle class, working class background. Some are born into this world and their parents don't give a shit, and they just don't raise them, and they get put into care or just thrown out on the streets, and then like I said, the system fails them. But yeah, before I dig myself deeper in this hole, I don't know, there's just something so incredibly special about this collaboration. I did notice on Spotify that it says Volume 1, and there have been talk of them working together on another EP. I hope that is true because I would definitely be down for more from Ren and the Skinner Brothers because the genre fluidity throughout this whole EP has been absolutely crazy good, and I am here for it. Like, it's such a breath of fresh air. It's not just the same thing over and over. It's something new and exciting. And like I said, every single Thursday, I have been looking forward to this track coming out because it's usually like I live stream on Thursdays, and for me, by the end of my live stream, this starts premiering. So then I can go ahead and film my reaction for it. And I love it. And now I'm going to miss that. But I just want to thank both Ren and Zach. Ren for putting me in these compilations with all these amazing reactors. Like, I think it's the third time now that he's used one of my reactions in that. And that's just such a heartwarming thing that either he or his team have seen my reactions. And then for Zach, like, he must be so incredibly overwhelmed right now, but you still see him in the comments section of pretty much every reaction just thanking that person, and just they're both such genuine souls deep down, and that's why their music works, and that's why the message behind it works, because they're not fake and they're not pushing fakeness. But yeah, I've been talking for too long. I'm going to wrap this up. I just want to take a moment to thank all of my incredible Patreons. You can find all of my full album reactions, my early access reactions, my early access interviews, and all of my Twitch livestream VODs over there. The link for that is right here or down below in the description. But don't forget to like and subscribe to become a Taurian. Speaking of becoming a Taurian, all of my social media links and my Discord link are down below in the description. We'd absolutely love to have you come hang out in the Discord community, and I will see you guys in the next video. Rock on.